Welcome, writers. Today is Thursday, November 5th, 2020. This is Ms. Phillips bringing you your writing workshop lesson for the day. The materials you will need for today are your pencil, your writing journal, and your draft or any other notes that you may have from previous lessons. If you do not have these supplies, go ahead and collect them now, and then come back to press play. Okay, now that you're back and you have all your materials, let's go over the objectives for today. I will review the revision steps. We will recognize tone changes and other revisions that need to be made in an example letter. And then you will revise your formal letter drafts. Before we get started, I want to tell you, learning to write takes effort. It's normal to feel discouraged at times, and if you're disappointed by your progress so far with your formal letter, hard work and dedication will lead you to success. Receiving suggestions from someone at home or your teacher about how to use detailed language can help you improve your writing, so always know that it's okay to ask for help. Always have grit, keep working hard, and never give up. All right, let's review the revision steps. You have learned that there are steps to revising. When revising, you should add sentences or words that can give more detail or add more information to your piece. Instead of saying, my bike is red, you can say, my bike has red wheels and a red seat. It makes the sentence more interesting and really points to the describing details for someone to picture that bike. Delete unnecessary words or sentences. The blue whale is the largest, most gigantic mammal in the whole entire world. There are a few things in here that aren't necessary because they're basically saying the same things or irrelevant information. Instead, I would say the blue whale is the largest mammal in the world. You can rearrange sentences or words to make them flow better. The school bus takes to school the students. I could actually fix this by rearranging the words in the sentence. The school bus takes students to school. That flows better. You could also substitute words or sentences for better ones. Pizza is good. Remember, we want to use more exciting words, not the boring ones. And in order to do that, we can change good to chewy and tangy. So instead of saying pizza is good, we can say pizza is chewy and tangy. It really gives us a better description of what pizza is like. We can also combine ideas for varied and clearer sentences. Drinking water is good for you. Water helps your body manage waste. Okay, so instead of having that as two separate sentences, I can combine those together and say drinking water is good for you because it helps your body manage waste. You will need to combine or rearrange your ideas to make your drafts more coherent. Coherent means to be clear or consistent. Your writing is coherent if your ideas are arranged logically and your sentences are connected. I want you to take a moment to look over the top of this page and think about how you might rearrange the sentences to make them more coherent. Let me go ahead and read it to you, and I want you to pay close attention to how the information flows. I would like to receive maps. I would like to get some films about the interesting sites. The maps could be of the 5 states of the journey. The sites would be along the way. It kind of seems choppy, doesn't it? When I say go, I want you to pause the video and look over the original sentences and determine how you would rearrange these sentences to make it flow better. Go now. Okay, did you figure out how to arrange the sentences? I want you to compare your thoughts to what I'm about to show you. One of the best ways to rearrange these sentences is to make it all come together like this. I would like to receive maps. The maps could be of the 5 states of the journey. I would like to get some films about the interesting sites. The sites would be along the way. Notice how I rearranged those sentences to make the information flow better? What do you think? Was your answer similar to mine? Whenever I rearranged these sentences, it kept the ideas together, and in turn, the sentences and passage flowed easier. Another kind of revision strategy is elaboration. The word elaboration means to support or develop an idea. I want you to listen as I read the request for information on this slide. Please send me some information on the Santa Fe Trail. Did you notice something about this request for information? Was the request polite? Did the request include enough information? If you answered no to both of these questions, you're correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. The request for information, although it said please, was very short and not super polite. And it did not include a lot of information. We need to elaborate. I'm thinking that maybe I can make some changes here because it needs to be more specific information and needs to be asking for more specific information in order to let the reader know exactly what information is being wanted. If I just wrote, please send me some information about the Santa Fe Trail, I might end up with way too much information to sift through for my research, or the person sending me the information may feel overwhelmed with the daunting task, and I might not get much of a response back, or what I need to complete my assignment, or to find out the specific information that I want to know. So therefore, I would elaborate in order to let the reader know specifically what I'm needing and what I'm requesting. This is how I would revise this sentence. Please send me some information about what it was like for a child traveling west on the Santa Fe Trail. The new sentence is more skillful than the original request. It's polite, and the new request includes more detail so that the reader can understand the specific request being asked. Revising means to make decisions about your writing. Can your sentences in your letter be combined, rearranged, or elaborated upon? You will revise your drafts using the strategies we've discussed here. Remember, as you revise your drafts, you should always check your pre-writing strategies from the previous lessons and the format for writing. You can always reference the writer's notebook page or for the formal letter rubric for guidance, which is located in Google Classroom. You will turn in your revisions to your teacher the way you're instructed through Google Classroom. Have fun writing and have a great day.